Hey there, I'm JP and welcome at this wonderful Dutchland. In today's episode there are two things on the main menu, and one of them is that we're going to need to focus on working towards the big city, and two, we're just going to need to add a couple of upgrades to our current village right down here, because things are getting very busy and very overcrowded, and this takes care that the traffic isn't always flowing smooth, but I have a couple of ideas what I can do about that. Now, first things first also is that I've noticed something funny. I'm not sure if it's me, but we are in December and it's saying that it's summer. I'm not sure what is up with that. Anyways, there are also a couple of things that we're going to plop down sooner or later, and that is the mail services and the internet services. So people will chill down for a little bit. And yeah, as you can see, traffic down here, and not only that, yeah, we can actually make the roads a little bit wider, but we're also going to need to take care that the padding of the AI that is walking around is a little bit better than just plopping down all of these pathways everywhere. It looks very nice, but it's not very efficient. I'm going to show you in a minute what I mean with that. I thought we had heavy traffic. Apparently a horrible accident just happened right down here. From this area all the way down here. We have a car on the side, a car in the yard, more cars right down here. Ew, this doesn't look good. We have an upside down car and this person is chilling out on the floor. Hopefully the ambulance will be here sooner or later. We can now buy a radio mast. I just have enough cash for that. And in the end, I think I want to place two of these guys. One will be here and then one will be there. I think I'm going to add in a couple more tiny little like neighborhoods down here. And then that slash is along with the industrial, which will be a little bit bigger, is going to be it. And then I would like to cross the river, build a city. Now I think this area right down here would be perfect, and the first thing that I'm going to check out is of course the ground, because this doesn't look all too good. And then add this tower right down there, so the people who look out of the window from here and here don't have a direct look onto the gigantic tower. Of course later on we're gonna add in some more trees and whatnot to the situation. So now that is done, right? We could do a post office, but I need a little bit more money for that, which is this guy, which is also a tiny guy, which is just super duper nice. And this tiny guy cost 7,500 a month, while normally we had this guy, which cost 22,000 bucks a month. And you can also see the size of this guy. Better do it like that, and then this big boy like that. But yeah, for a small village, this is just absolutely perfect. I just really love that update that came last time, because this update really takes care that you can make villages and don't have to worry about all of these gigantic buildings. Now in this case, I am going to delete all of these pathways, and I will show you in a minute why I'm deleting all of these pathways right down here, as well as this one right down there and this one right down there. Now these pathways are super duper nice, right? It makes the city look like a city, but game wise it is not really nice, because that takes a lot of problems at these roundabouts, because people go first. If one person passes, one car passes, another person comes, it takes care that traffic has to wait all the time. And you know, one of the things we can do is upgrade to a 2-laner in both directions, which is going to be a thing. But also we're going to need to take care that these folks have an overpass or an underpass in order to reach the next area. So what we're going to need to do is take care that the shortest route to this next area is an overpass, because there are no padding closer to, you know, this road here. They are all being forced to take this route, which basically means that a lot of traffic issues will be solved. Now the first thing that I am going to do, and this is something that I didn't, you know, kept in mind, is I'm going to increase the size of these farmlands. For now like that. And I'm not going to bring them back to the roads. And this is something that I should have learned already from last time. And you know, it's just gonna be a tip for you guys. Don't connect it right up to the road. Always leave a little bit of space, even if you're not planning on to add some trees, which in this case I have left some space, which I can just upgrade the situation and I don't have to mess around afterwards. Now down here there will be a problem. I will show you that once we're getting there. Oh yeah, there are two options. Now personally, I would right away go for this option, because this option takes care that people are not allowed to make U-turns whenever they want. Because I have noticed right down here at a freaking roundabout that there were a couple of cars, they were U-turning right down here and then go back for whatever weird reason that was. I don't know, understand. Let me just say it like that. Maybe they thought, you know, okay, I need to go this way, but there's so much traffic, let's just go like this and then line up. I'm not sure if that is a logic thing. So in this case, I want to upgrade it to a road which has a divider. And this divider takes care no U-turning, because the current traffic manager doesn't have any options for the road in between in. It is all just work in progress, so I'm gonna just accept it as the way it is. Now let's first upgrade all of these roading, which here we have a problem, and it's not just a pathway, it is actually that I didn't keep in mind once again to upgrade, and this is something I should be keeping in mind. It's a bit of a shame. So I guess future wise, I am always going to keep in mind, once I build a road like this, to at least keep one block away with all of the decorations and that kind of stuff. So I can save myself a lot of problems. Right, just like that. So that now is solved. And you know, things like this is something, well, what I could have done was make like a side road and connect it to the side road. If we really wanna, you know, if I would play without mods to say. Alright, adding the farms back, I am going to leave a space of 2 and have a row of trees. Now, I have been saying, you know, you see that a lot in the Netherlands. Last weekend I went to to my brother, and meanwhile we were driving to his home, I actually took a close look on, you know, how the farmlands look like. And I actually forgot that in the Netherlands we also have a lot of areas where lands are being divided by a small piece of water. In this game it's gonna be a little bit tough to do that. Okay, I'm not sure what that was all about. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So in this case, yeah, the test result of this tree, it is not going, which is okay. A pine. You know, it's a very special tree, right? Oh, why not? I mean, this looks kind of cool, right? I have like a high tree that is shaven underneath, so it doesn't have any interaction with the bottom of a vehicle. Alright, so now that is done, we are going to do the whole padding, and you know, I will just try to explain to you what I think of it, and I actually hope that I'm correct with this. But what we're going to do is connect this part of the neighborhood to this part of the neighborhood, with the shortest connection being over the road, so all of the people will take this passage instead of anything else. And this will also count for all of the people here that somehow want to go here, and these people here somehow want to go here, right? Because of the school maybe. A padding over would be good. Now the thing here is that with these options down here, the highest one is 10 meters. And 10 meters is not the minimal it needs to be in order to pass. The minimal in order to be passed is 6 meters something. If I lower this once, it's 5. So if I do 5, you see it's red. I'm not sure if this is with all the roading, but you see with the shorter one. Okay, yeah, so you see it has like a bend in it. Now lower this once again, makes it up to 7.5. The thing is, the higher you go, the longer area you're going to need in order to not have the game complain that it's too steep in tight areas. So So in other words, I'm gonna keep it on the lowest. 5. So 625 is the ideal in order to make it work. So I want to have this padding on this side because most of the people, you know, live in this area here to say to take the shortest route to this area. Yes, and I don't want to have it too close here because the closer you get the padding here, people will start to choose this way, and then I have this crosswalk. Okay, so there we go. You know, I can live with that. These people that live here may be a little bit lesser because, yep, often things. Now for down here, I'm not just gonna go down like that. I mean, that makes the whole structure look silly. So I'm just gonna do the same. 1, 2, click, 1, 2, 3, and then just like that. So now we have a nice footbridge. This should take care that all of the people in the whole area take this one. Now I hope, I really do hope that people that live here will cross here and then go that way, right? Instead of going like this and then like that. But if it happens, it's okay. If it's like 2 or 3 people, it's okay. If it's like a whole row of like 50 people, then the traffic is gonna have a difficult time. So now we have connected this area up, easy peasy. Down here it doesn't matter. Coming up next, another traffical problem. I think I have never added a roundabout here, so let's add a roundabout. A roundabout here. I'm only not happy with trees here. It's kind of funny because if you select this one, go off, you kind of have a problem because you cannot delete them. So you really need to stop here and then it's gone. Alright, fantastic. Traffic issues have been solved down there. So if you ask me what do I want, well, what I really would like to see is that all the folks that needs to be on this side will take this road. The folks that need to be on this side will take this road. Now there are a lot of people that needs to be here apparently that takes this route because for some reason they find it shorter. So I'm going to do something illegal here and just you know, place the road further ahead. And then hopefully that would be just enough for them to decide like, yo, I find that too much, let's go the other way. You know, I think it is time somehow, some way that we're gonna use highways and have multiply connections type of deal. And I guess one of the highways is gonna go around towards the city, which basically means that we can have a split from this angle here into the town somehow. I think that is gonna solve a lot of issues and have, of course, one that goes this way in order to split stuff up. Another thing here, and this is something that I also want to right away work onto. First, let's just have a little look, because it seems like there are not many people down here as used to, because you can see that a lot of these folks are there. Still, there are a lot of people wandering. A lot of people here. That basically means that a lot of these folks, since we don't have any connection to this area, are coming from this area. And this is something that I just wanted to talk about, is that we're going to add in a footpath from that area, this area. Okay, how about this? Will this please, for the love of God, work? Okay. Sure, nice. Alright, now making corners in this kind of things like a semicircle is kind of difficult, but I think I have an idea of what I could be doing. Is first do this, and then just trying to get it into the middle, right? And delete those dudes. Might still be a little bit too much, but let me see here. I shave off a tiny bit, yeah. Very ugly shaving. Yeah, but now it's lesser. And then let's put everything on except for that one, so we're not going to can I do it like, okay, the game don't like what I am doing here. Okay, let's just eyeball this out then. because often, you know, often this doesn't look good. This is okay, I'll guess, and of course I could be using this, but very careful because it can mess up a lot of stuff. It's okay. It's not like the worst what I've done here. Okay. You know, I'll guess this will do. So I just moved the pathway closer to the house. So we now have like a, you know, almost nice passage from this neighborhood to that neighborhood. This will at least take care that people, you know, not going to walk all the way around and then have to use these crossings to, you know, get to the destination. Of course, this will take a little while before it applies. And yes, there are still, seems like some people that, you know, use this here, but I guess you cannot have everything. Where's this folks going? Going to work. Work is Carpoco. And destination. Wow, all the way here. Gonna walk your butt all the way to this area. Ooh, man, that's a quite a distance. It seems like I'm gonna get an electricity problem sooner or later, which basically means I'm going to add in another one of these big boys. Now these guys deliver 18 megawatts, which, you know, the routing. Let me just do it like this. I think this can handle 80 megawatts, while this one 18 megawatts. So yeah, let's just do it. I wanted to say, but man, I'm having money issues, and I'm going to be super careful. And I'm also getting a lack of entertainment. Now, entertainment isn't like too big of an issue if it's about, you know, it doesn't cost any power. It's just a little bit of upkeep. So I can just fix one of these dudes right out here, like that. So a lot of people will be happy with that. None down here, so let me just also add one in here. Down here, there is no entertainment at all. These people, they're gonna riot soon. You don't want them to riot. What the heck is this? This costs 860. Ooh, thousands. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me just keep it cheapy. Let's add this children park. Yeah, let's have another one here at the corner. Like that. Alright, fantastic. So the entertainment complaining, yeah, it's gonna go down. The only thing that is healthcare is always a thing in this game. High taxes will always be a thing in this game. And then it's unreliable mail services. Now the mail services will cost me a whooping 75,000 bucks. So I'm going to save some money. I'm going to need to have another coal power plant, which will cost me 100,000 bucks. And yes, sooner or later I will get into another milestone, and this milestone will give me 175,000 bucks, which is basically the amount of cash that I'm going to need in order to solve, or at least take care that I don't get future problems power-wise. Now, honest, I was expecting a little bit more this episode. Apparently, you know, it is what it is. I did work towards the future, or for the city that we are going to need to do, or at least, you know, there is one more thing I can at least do, and that is upgrading these roads. Now, I have been saying I don't want to move this guy, so I'm just gonna go with the flow and just make use of the situation that we are in and just upgrade the road. So yeah, we did take care for future expanding toward the city. Now of course highway wise would even be better for you know, or else everything will get through here. So we definitely going to need to take care for a highway that just scrapes this piece of mountain here into the city. So not all those folks are gonna go through the city. And I hope this game is going to make a little bit of sense out of that once we have played such a thing. And yeah, let's see where we're going to end up in the next episode.